Yo, hey everyone, what's going on? As you can see, I'm limping around. I've got a leg brace on. I've got to wear it for like another 5 weeks. I just had knee surgery because I took a little bit of a fall recently. If you want to hear the full story about how that happened, stay to the end of the video. I'll talk about it there. So anyway, before we dive into the Freewell system that I've just picked up, I've actually been getting into landscape photography a little bit more. You know, obviously like my tech stuff, but maybe something about isolation. I've really been drawn to the landscape videos. You know, I guess because I'm stuck inside so much, the thought of going out to some nice sparse landscape, just sort of being out there with a little bit of nature is super appealing at the moment. And I went out a couple times with the kit that I've got now, and one thing that was super apparent was that I needed to have a unified filter system. You know, I had some stuff here and there and I was getting by, but just to make things easier and a bit smoother when I was out there on location, I really thought about what sort of filters I want to get. So one of the most common universal setups you can get is like a filter system, like the Nissis, or there's many different brands, and that's where on any lens you can screw something in. It's sort of like a big plate, like the old big video cameras, and you can just slide in the square filters. The biggest problem I have with those systems is, you know, when you're a landscape photographer, you've got to go somewhere, plant the tripod down, put your camera on the tripod, you know, get your general framing. Then you've got to pull out the filter system. You've got to like clamp it onto the lens. Then once the filter system's on there, you've got to go through your little pouch of these big rectangular filters, which cost an arm and a leg. They're pretty expensive. And then you sort of drop the filter in. You know, granted, once that's going, it's actually a really good setup, but I was on the verge of getting something. I was looking at a few different systems, you know, some are quicker than others. But ultimately, I just really thought about my shooting habits and, you know, the sort of person I am. And I was like, I'm gonna go out there, use this thing like 5 to 10 times, and it's just gonna become way too cumbersome. You know, I'm not the sort of guy to like go out there and do like full on like camping weekends and like the sole focus of my day is photography. I'm willing to carry all this gear just to get that stuff done. It's just not me, and I knew that that was just not the route to go. And like I said before, getting individual screw-on filters was just gonna start getting real expensive real soon. So I saw a few companies did magnetic systems. So, you know, the Freewell, this is a complete magnetic system here. We've got the cap on the lens. You can just take the cap off like so and clip it back on. So straight away I was like, okay, that's better than a screw-on system because it takes 2 seconds just to pop the lens off and on. Another thing I thought about is I should just get step-up rings for all my lenses. So I've got 3 lenses here. This is a 58mm thread. I think this is a 67mm thread here. I've got a 62mm thread here. So what I ended up doing with the Freewell kit is I ordered all of the filters in an 82mm thread because it's the biggest that they offer. And then I'll just buy some cheap step-up rings for all of my lenses, step them up all the way to 82 on every single one. And then I can just pop any 82mm filter on there via magnets. Now step-up rings, Freewell do sell them, but I just got some off eBay, super cheap. I think they're like $5 a pop. So, you know, this is my 18 to 55. Just pop the step-up ring on there. And now we're good to go for the 82mm Freewell filter. So I guess even if you went with individual screw-in filters, my number one suggestion to you would be just get these step-up rings for anything, because you might as well just buy one screw-in 82mm filter or 77mm, whatever you want to go. It's better to just buy like the biggest filter you can and adapt it to any of your lenses. But yeah, let's take a look at the Freewell packaging, because what you get in a Freewell kit actually makes this whole setup very cool as well. So I've actually already opened these. I might just show some of the footage from the unboxing. The audio didn't record on my last video, and you can tell how happy I am about that. But anyway, this is the Freewell kit. I've tried to keep everything intact. So you get that. This little box of goodies, which will open in a sec. The actual filter that it comes in, this nice little case. And then every filter kit comes with a protective lid as well. So sweet. So we've got our step-up ring on the 18 to 55. We've got our brand new ND64 filter. Now these are high quality filters by themselves, so that was one good selling point. Just pop this out. So now that I've got the filter here, I'm just going to screw it on to the lens. And as we know, they're magnetic. And we'll take this off. And with each kit, you can see there, you get a UV filter as well. I'm not going to say you're getting a free UV filter because you're obviously paying for it, but you're getting 2 filters in the package. So now I bought 3 kits. I bought a CPL, ND1000 and an ND64. So that's effectively got me 3 filters and 3 UV filters to protect the lenses. Let's take a look at this box and see what you get inside. So they also give you the magnetic ring as well. So I've got 3 of these spare magnetic rings. So for 3 of my other lenses, I just need to buy those step up rings to 82mm. I can pop this magnetic ring on there, and that means I can use any of these lids as well. Lids? What am I calling them? Lids? Lens caps. Why do I keep calling them lids? You can use any of these lens caps as well, and you can buy the lens cap separately. You can buy these magnetic rings separately. You can buy the step up rings separately. But once I had sort of priced everything up, I really found that if you buy a $100 kit, these are about $100 US for a lens for this whole kit that you get here. You get, like I said, you get the UV lens, you get the filter, you get the lens cap, you get a magnetic ring. I think the lens caps are like 25, 30 bucks alone. I'm not too sure how much these cost, but you know, once all said and done, once you price everything up, it's actually a pretty compelling kit. Now, I'm not going to go out and buy like every single you know, filter that they own just because the kit makes more sense from a financial point of view, but it's definitely an incentive to get the filters that you want. And once you've maxed out on filters, you might only need to pick up like 2 or 3 lens caps to really round out your collection. You also get a little microfiber cloth, a few little QR codes there just to help you get things going, how to screw it on there, the instructions. But they also give you this lifetime warranty, which I really like. They're saying that it's like not transferable, it only belongs to you and only if you buy from Freewell directly, but they are guaranteeing a lifetime warranty. Now, you know, who knows if this lifetime warranty is going to hold up, but you know, it's a little bit more comforting that they're willing to sort of brand themselves as having a lifetime warranty. And I actually did have some email exchange with them, very, very attentive. You know, I was a bit cheeky, I asked them to send me out a kit before I was going to buy it, but they wouldn't do it. But I really like the product so much that I was willing to just go out, buy it, you know, so I really like the product so far. So yeah, obviously before I bought these, I checked out the filter quality because you can get definitely some low-end filters that have a lot of color shifting or they just make the image suck. And to have a really good camera and a really good lens, to put a cheap filter in front of it really just makes everything look mushy. So you want to get high quality filters, or at least, you know, something that's passable. And these are classified as like high quality filters. They've got some excellent coating on them. I watched a whole bunch of reviews before I bought them and I looked at the results for myself and the results looked very, very compelling. I might actually do a video comparing like with and without the filters just to see if there's any difference. But, you know, from everything I've seen so far, they get the tick of approval from me. Just having a look on the website over here, they're saying it's optical glass made of HD premium optical glass, double multi-coated with 0 chromatic aberration. But what's more important to me, they're saying here that it's waterproof, dustproof, scratchproof, and oil-proof. And that's definitely something that's gonna make a difference in the lenses. I actually took this one out, put my thumb straight onto it like a big fat idiot, and it wiped off super easy that oil mark. So, you know, I really don't want to go testing this stuff to the ultimate extreme, but the fact that something did clean off very, very quickly is very comforting from the get-go. Did I mention these were like stackable as well? So here I've actually got 2 filters on there. One's a CPL and one's a ND 1000. So I can take that off. I can take that off. You know, I haven't used these out in the field yet, so I can't give you like a full review or anything. But the one thing I have noticed is that when you stack multiple items, so that goes on nicely, that goes on nicely. Then you put the lid on. Sometimes that lid can be a little bit heavy, and if you take it, I've actually grabbed one of the filters with. So if they had like little notches on the side, it might be easy to like, you know, turn it a little bit and peel it off. But I don't think it's going to be a problem in the real world. Just thought it was something to mention off the bat here. But one other cool little detail here was that they had a little promo that they could print your name onto the lenses. It's definitely not going to come up here. I'll show some sweet footage of the filter. But yeah, I got my name printed on all the lenses, so that's a nice little touch that they did there. So yeah, that's just the first impression of this Freewell kit. So far, I really like the durability and everything, but you know, the proof's going to be in the pudding when I go out there at 5, 6 a.m. Out to some location and start shooting them. Are they going to be more useful and functional than the traditional screw-on filters? I think they are, but you know, I really need to go out there and test it before I can sign off on these. And if they are good, I definitely want to pick a few more up just to round out the collection, but I thought I'd start with 3, see how I like it, and then go on from there. So yeah, that's it for the Freewells. Like I said, I'll be going out there in the field doing some tests, but for now, so far, so good. So about this little leg business, let me just show and tell what happened. Yes, boys and girls, thought it'd be good to go out there and get a skateboard. I used to skate like 18 years ago, not very well, you know, just riding around with friends, trying to do an ollie here and there. And yeah, maybe something about ISO. I was like, hey, I should go out there and do some skating. You know, I've been playing Skater XL, the Tony Hawk remaster 1 and 2 is coming out very soon. They announced Skate 4. A few of my friends started skating. You know, some other people in online community started skating. All the stars were aligning, and I just thought, man, this is a sign. Like, I got to go out there. I'm stuck in ISO. It's time to do some exercise. You know, packing on the pounds a little bit. Let's get a board. And I had this feeling in the back of my head that, like, man, just protect yourself. You know, you're not a spring chicken anymore. So I was like, I'm just gonna ride in my garage for a little bit, do some riding, and then, you know, if I like it, they're building a new skate park just around the corner from me as well. That was another factor. I was like, I'm gonna go out there and get the pads, the helmet. You know, I don't care. I'll be a dork, but you know, let me just ride this thing a little bit downstairs just to make sure everything's good. And downstairs, it's a car park in an apartment building, just full concrete. And yeah, I had 1 or 2 sessions, and I was just about to come upstairs. I was riding for like 20 minutes down there, just in a straight line, just getting everything, getting used to it, picking up some speed, not doing anything fancy, just turning, TikTok, and you know, very TikTok and tic-tacking. Yeah, just the basic stuff. And I was riding, and I was going like nothing, like 5-6 Ks an hour, and the board just went to a standstill, and I went toppling over, and I must have just put my knee out in instinct, and my whole body just fell on my knee, Hall of Meat style. I was just rolling around on the ground for a couple minutes, came upstairs, pretty much just went to bed to sleep it off. A couple days passed, you know, it was hard to walk for sure, but the whole knee had like swelled up, but wasn't super painful. It was like more numb than anything. So yeah, I just kind of brushed it off. 2-3 weeks went by. I was mostly walking okay. Just when I would like get on a step, it would like, you know, not buckle, but like, you know, buckle a little bit. It was very light when I was going on a step. So I thought, you know, I'll just go get an x-ray and see what happens. And I went and got an x-ray, and they were like, dude, go to the ER now. I was like, oh no. So I went to the ER, they did some scans, had a CT scan on my knee, as well as x-rays and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it turns out it was like fractured in like 4 places. So even though all the tendons were in place, the knee was fractured. So there was like some holes in my kneecap basically. So I'd have knee surgery where they like, they put some screws in there just to like close up all the holes, and they do it in wire, stitches, bandage. So I got this brace on for 5 weeks. Let me tell you, man, the surgery was fine. I was really worried about the surgery, but that was like lights out, you know, not a big deal. And yeah, the recovery has taken, I guess, normal from their point of view. I thought I'd be better in recovery, but I'm still hobbling around for the past week or two. And yes, that's it. Just going a little bit slow. Going to be cooped up in the house for 5 weeks. You know, got to go back to work in a week or 2. But things are going to be okay. It just means I can't really get out and about to, you know, use these filters and do some other stuff. Like literally the day that I went to get an x-ray, I was going to go out at 5 in the morning and do some shoots. And then I thought, you know what, I'll just go get this x-ray, just get the all clear, and then I'll start some shooting. So yeah, hopefully I can kickstart my landscape photography career in a month from now. I'm not too sure about the skateboarding career. Maybe I'll hang this up on the wall back there as a bit of a trophy or sign that I'm mortal, you know, to watch where I go. Not too sure where my skating career is heading, but I'll still be online playing all the games, doing kickflips and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's it. Stay safe, folks. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you have any filter questions, let me know. I might be able to help you. If you have any skating questions, don't ask me. I'm not the man. If you have any Tony Hawk questions, Skater XL questions, might be able to help you there. But real skating, bit of a dunce. So yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.